Hey guys, welcome back. Natural Nikki here. Today we're going to be making vegetable lasagna. We're going to be using some of our alkaline ingredients: butternut squash, zucchini, some almond cheese as our mozzarella, some spinach and onion. I'm going to saute that together and use that as a filler. And when I make my puree butternut squash, I'm going to add some coconut milk and some nutmeg. And let's not forget some of our seasonings. We're going to be using some Italian seasoning and of course our salt and our pepper. First thing we're going to do is we're going to puree this butternut squash. But before we puree it, we have to slice it in half and bake it on 400 for about 30-40 minutes until it's fork tender. Well, I already did that for you guys because it takes a while. Here's my baked butternut squash already done, and I'm going to scoop that out. I'm going to add the coconut milk and the nutmeg. And depending on how you like the texture, whether it's smooth, you just mix it up until you feel like it's a good texture. My next step involves scooping out the butternut squash and mixing up all the ingredients that go with it. I'm going to scoop this out. I'm going to be pouring in my coconut milk and adding my nutmeg and mixing it up. Adding in my butternut squash. Going to add in, you saw me spill that, some coconut milk and some of my nutmeg. I'm trying to get the rest of my butternut squash in here to thicken this up. You want it with a little bit of texture so that when you bake it, it doesn't really fall apart in your lasagna. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of my Himalayan sea salt to this and mix it up one more time. Okay, so our next step is to chop up our onion. And we're gonna saute this with the spinach inside of my Martha Stewart pot over there. Did you guys get a picture of that? Now I'm going to prepare my pot, add some grapeseed oil. This is my Martha Stewart pot over here. I'll let that heat up a little bit, and I'll be adding my spinach along with my onions to that. And into that, I'm going to add in my spinach and let this saute up until my spinach cooks up. And this is going to be a filler for my lasagna. I'm going to add in some more spinach once this cooks down a little bit. Alright, so this step is almost done because my spinach is already sauteed up here. I also added some Italian seasoning to this and also some Himalayan sea salt. So this is done. So my next step involves cutting up my zucchini. You want to slice your zucchini as thin as possible because you're going to be using this to layer your lasagna. So about this size would be a good size. And before I layer it, I'm going to have to cook this down and saute this in a pan until it's a little tender. So you want to make sure that you cut up enough zucchini to layer it at least 3 times. My next step involves cooking up my zucchini. So what I did is after I sliced it up, I layered it in the pan. I added some salt and some pepper, and I'm letting this cook down until it gets a little tender. So that's cooking up nicely. Some parts are going to be a little brown on the top. You don't want them to get too dark. So I'm constantly flipping them and checking them just to make sure. And I'm probably going to have to do like 2 rounds of this because I have some more zucchini over here. This one looks like it's ready to flip. That one got a little dark, but that's okay. I'm on my next batch over here. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper. These are cooking up nicely. Out of the way.
Nick!
It's us.
Oh, well, just in time, because I'm about to start layering the lasagna.
Oh, that sounds
good.
yummy.
So what are you making? What is this for?
Oh, well, I'm making vegetable lasagna.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Is I'm going to put a little bit of my butternut squash in here, spread it around. So I'm ready to do my first layer. I'm gonna layer my zucchini first.
Oh wait, Nick, you said this is lasagna though.
Yes, Kev, but
Where's the pasta?
Aha, but instead of lasagna noodles, I'm gonna be using zucchini instead. It's a healthier alternative. So I have my first layer, and I don't want to forget to just season it a little bit with my Italian seasoning. Then I'm going to add, oh, you know what I'm going to add right now? I'm going to add my spinach. I'm going to add a layer of spinach first. So I sauteed some spinach, guys, with onions. Kev, I know you like your onions chopped up a lot, but I really needed to have like a thick filling for this.
That's
so
okay,
I didn't chop it up too much.
It looks pretty that way too. It gives a little color.
Alright, so that's my layer of spinach. Then I'm going to add
cheese.
No, not cheese yet. I'm going to add the cheese after this.
That's butter squash.
Butternut squash.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm doing my second layer. I like the way I cut my zucchini, nice and thick. So it's actually holding up like a real lasagna noodle would do. I'm going to add my next layer of my spinach and my onions. What, Kev? What you saying over there?
I was just saying you didn't have any real noodles because you're using the zucchini as the noodle.
It's going to be fine.
This is alkaline eating.
That's right, Tina. All right, so I'm almost done here. I'm just adding my last layer.
And it's not traditional like lasagna, so it's not the neat layers. The butterscotch is kind of like the ricotta cheese, and you're mixing it up.
Exactly, Tina, exactly. So for my last layer, I'm just gonna top it off with the cheese.
We love cheese.
Don't we all? Yes.
Yes.
And this really tastes like mozzarella cheese.
Yes, I tasted it.
But it's not mozzarella cheese.
It's
But
almond.
it tastes like mozzarella, Cat. It's gonna be all right. And add some Italian seasoning to the top. And that's it. And I'm just gonna put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Wrap it in some foil for about 20 minutes. Last 10 minutes, I'm gonna add. I'm gonna take the aluminum foil off and just let it melt up.
So the oven is just melting it all together. Are you gonna brown it? Is it gonna be brown?
Yes, that last 10 minutes is gonna allow the cheese on the top to brown a little.
Oh, I'm excited. Can we get it in the oven?
Yeah, we're about to get it in the oven right now. So the lasagna is done right now.
Ooh.
It was in there for about 20 minutes baking and then 10 minutes baking uncovered. Here it is.
Does that?
So we're gonna let that sit for about another 5 to 10 minutes just to cool off because it's really, really hot, and then we're gonna dig into it, guys.
Yay!
Yeah, it looks
It
good.
does look good.
Looking good.
Y'all finished yet?
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah, your plate.
So they're about to dig into the vegetable lasagna. So let's see how they feel about it.
This is actually good.
I
This
do
is
like
actually
it.
good. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me.
The cheese
let
is
me get
different, but
let me
Yeah,
get
the
a-
cheese it's almond cheese.
I need a second opinion.
I could see me substituting lasagna with this.
You know what I like? I really like the zucchini pasta.
I like the way you're using your fingers when you try to scoop it up.
Mind your business. I like the zucchini pasta. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I'm a fat boy. I like my pasta.
Yeah, the zucchini's a nice substitute.
It is.
But this just tells me that if I did want to eat healthy, that I wouldn't hate everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? The butternut squash ricotta substitute is really good.
Thank you.
It's better when you say it without food in your mouth, though.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be enjoying it. That's what makes it good. I'm enjoying it. Talk with your mouth full.
I just don't want yours on mine.
Oh,